Good afternoon, everybody. It's 4:11 on Wednesday. Uh, Having a pretty good day. We did just have a, DOT accident. Um, Looks like our driver was proceeding down the road, and someone pulled out in front of him, and he had to slam his brakes on. I'm not sure exactly. We're digging into the middle of it, but it looks like he was hauling some aluminum bars that went through the door, went through the front of the trailer and into the back of the cab. Um, Thank God they didn't go into the back of the cab all the way up to the front and hit our driver. Obviously, that would have been horrible. It, it, First and foremost, let's face it, if we're picking up, if you're out there loading or if they're loading, you need to know what's going on in your trailer. And if it's bars, or I don't know what this is. I know I have hauled out of Alcoa aluminum before, pulled out of Pennsylvania up there at Lancaster, Pennsylvania. I've hauled out of there going across to Chicago, and they're bad about not blocking and bracing those coils in the front. And I've gotten in there, and because if they don't, and somebody pulls out in front of you, you got to hit your brakes, whatever. You run the risk of those coils shifting, and hell, they can cause you to overturn. This truck, it's my understanding that we've got wreckers gone out there because it's close to tipping over. So if you're loading something that is kind of what I would consider, obviously not normal skid freight or cart freight or whatever, you're in a dry van, you have got to make sure it's blocked and braced. That's just what you got to do. I mean, that's no other way around it. And because Jesus Christ, to save your own life. That's why if any of you ever run flat out there, flatbeds, that's why you got what you call a headache rack behind at the end of the trailer or behind the tractor built in across the back, and that is strictly so if something did happen on a flatbed that it was to protect you in that cab. So. Just boys and girls, we got to make sure that we're protecting ourselves and doing everything we can out there. I've gotten an email from a driver yesterday. Email was in reference to our fuel solution. I think when we get our fuel solution, I talked with our staff today, especially the computer staff. So when you're booked on a load, you accept the load. And the load is going from just say, Minnesota here, Eagan, Minnesota to Dallas, Texas. It's going to give you your route. It's going to immediately when you accept it comes across. Then you're going to get another email or whatever it comes across that gives you your fuel route. Then the question was there a way that it came across all in one, I guess you would say, so that fuel route, instead of, I think y'all have to go in and add your stop in there or put it on your GPS or something. So that's what we're looking at today, and yeah, we are digging into it, and yes, it looks like it can be done. It's just going to take us a little time to get it squared away and to get it handled out there. And so that's one of the things we're looking at today. Fuel routes, they're important. Obviously, we have the discounts of the fuel. And the more gallons we put into there, the more that, the more discount power the company gets. And for all of you owner-operators or contract drivers or lease purchase drivers, you should be getting the same exact fuel route. And you need to fuel exactly where that route says because you're getting 100% of our discount. It is a complete 100% pass-through. I double-checked that today now. I went back in and had them double check because I wanted to make sure mine was always the same way, and everybody I know, it's what it should be. You should be getting the 100% pass through. So technically, you're getting a double bump. You're getting the fuel at DART's price, which is 100% pass through, and then you're obviously getting a fuel surcharge on your runs and all that kind of stuff. So. We need to make sure you're fueling because the more gallons we put into the stations, I think it's Love's and Flying J or whatever, the more gallons we put in, obviously, the more buying power the company has. So it's what we really need to do is to keep that buying power going. Trying to think what else Matt owned. I can tell you that I have. We've been discussing. I brought it up to the owners today, and I will probably have us a answer here soon. But I'm fixing to make a change in some of your on the contract driver and our contract driver pay scale, basically how we're looking at some of this stuff. I've told you here about a while back that I was looking at it, and I made some suggestions, and obviously I talked with the ownership today, Don Oren, Dave, and Dan, and Angie Oren, or it's not Oren, Angie Anderson, but she's the daughter of the Orens. But yeah, I talked to them and in our meetings this afternoon. So I went over some things, and I'm fixing to go through it, and I'll get back with all of y'all, kind of what we're gonna be doing, which will obviously be a help, a positive coming at y'all. So that's kind of where I am today. I'm gonna be in the morning. I got to get up. I got to go somewhere. Damn hell, I think I'm going over to Wisconsin or something to meet somebody early for breakfast. Cargill, whatever. And then after that, I'm going over to General Mills, meeting with those guys again. We're trying to get additional business. We've just been awarded. We had some good awards come out today. Some FedEx lanes that came across, a couple of extra ones that came across. We just were awarded some lanes out of Tennessee for, I can't remember the name of the customer. It's a container company, something container, and Alum or something like that container. They're going from Tennessee to Arizona, so we got some loads there. We've got additional Home Depot freight that's popped up. We won some additional awards that came across. So we're getting additional freight. I know that last weekend we've still having a lot of open holes where we're not getting drivers pre-planned like we should. But we're working on it. I promise you, we're getting more and more business every single freaking day. We're just getting a little better, and just keep it rolling. That's all I can ask. We need to keep it in the road and be safe. Do everything you can to be safe, to protect yourself and to protect the driving public. And that's about it. I love y'all. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Have a good day.